agree with the decision of this delegate on these two, then we should believe in the rest of the decision they have made.
Right.
Humble. How many are voting for Bawumia? 67. Ken, 21.
21 people think Ken is humble.
Yes.
Interesting.
But you can say that by majority,
Yes.
Bawumia is laying on that.
Interesting.
So nobody will dispute this one, correct?
Perfect.
Then you go to a fighter.
Fighter.
Here.
Yes.
30 point
62.
for Kennedy. Bawumia 25.
Yes.
No dispute.
So it validates the rest.
It validates the rest.
Right.
Then what about trustworthy? It is 45 for Bawumia, 32 for Ken.
Okay.
Bring change.
I think Bring Change was the highest.
Yes, 50. No, can win was the
so
highest.
Can Win was the highest.
Bawumia 47.
47% think that Bawumia can win 2028 as compared to 24.
The headline poll, remember, was Bawumia 48 and 25.
Yes.
Just 1 point between them. It confirms what they've been telling us. So you have so many ways to check whether they are telling the truth or they are lying.
This is not disclosed. Is it that they have not decided or they were not willing to say?
Here, everybody has told us those not disclosed. So they were.
It's not fair. And if it's not fair, they will not be loyal to the system because they are drivers of trust and confidence in political parties, one of which is process. So if due process is not followed, it creates a whole lot of problems. So when I'm talking about discipline, that's exactly what I mean. A lot of people, when they think about discipline, try to weaponize the disciplinary system against certain people they do not like. And that's not the point because discipline comes from disciple. It's correctional.
So will you say that that's what's happening currently in your party?
But there's a strong perception that the justice system is not fair. It's not applied evenly. And that is a problem. And it signals to people outside of the party that we're not serious. Because we want to be given the opportunity to govern. And so the only way people can see whether or not we are ready is the way we handle things within. So if you don't handle things properly within, you signal to people outside that you're actually not ready for governance. If you cannot follow your own processes, how can you assure Ghanaians that when the country is handed to you, you'll be able to follow the processes?
So will you call for a complete overhaul of the current national executive?
Well, that's not for me to say. I mean, we'll go through an election, and if the good delegates of this party decide that they want to change everybody totally, that's fine. What I'm saying here is that I want to run, and I believe that I have the experience to do that. I started as an organizer in the constituency. I became Greater Accra Regional Chairman. Even in between there, I was Secretary for Alliance for Change Kumi Prekum as a very small boy, working right through Second National Chairman. I really know the party, and I started so young that I learned from the greats. And so here I am. I believe that the party requires a change. It needs re-engineering and it requires innovation. So you need someone who's actually done it before, not people who have passed other channels, but someone who's actually really done it before. The good and the bad, the person knows. The person doesn't have to think. The person really, intuition, he knows exactly what to do.
We've not really heard much about you and your aspirations to lead the party as a chairman.
Born on October 7, 1963 in Tamale, Northern Ghana, into a family dedicated to public service, Dr. Mahamudu Bawumia pursued a path of excellence in academics. His father, Alhaji Mumuni Bawumia, was a respected diplomat and politician. Alhaji Bawumia played a significant role in the formation of the Northern People's Party, together with other Northern political stalwarts such as S.D. Dombo, Yakubu Tali Tolona, J.A. Brahma Kabachu Wora, and Mr. J.A. Nagba. They became the founders and kingpins of the Northern People's Party, which pushed for the development of the Northern Territory. Leaders of this party later joined force with their colleagues in the South to form the United Party, which is the political tradition of the New Patriotic Party. From an early age, Dr. Bawumia showed exceptional intellect and passion for learning. He earned a Bachelor of Science degree in Economics from Buckingham University, UK, a Master of Science degree in Development Economics from Oxford University, UK, and a PhD in Economics from Simon Fraser University, Canada. He has held academic positions as Assistant Professor of Economics, Baylor University, USA, Visiting Scholar, University of British Columbia, Canada, and Visiting Senior Research Associate, Center for the Study of African Economies, Oxford University, UK. He has also served as a Visiting Professor of Economic Governance at Central University, Ghana. As an economist and banker, Dr. Bawumia had a prestigious career, which includes serving as the Deputy Governor of the Bank of Ghana from 2006 to 2008 and the Resident Representative of the African Development Bank in Zimbabwe in 2011. Dr. Mahamudu Bawumia contested as running mate to the New Patriotic Party candidate Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo in the 2008 election. With this, the NPP increased a share of the vote compared to 2004 in other than 3 regions of the North in both the first and second round. Dr. Bawumia was re-nominated as the vice presidential candidate to Nana Akufo-Addo for the 2012 general election in March 2012. However, the NPP lost the presidential election to NDC's John Mahama. Dr. Mahamudu Bawumia has proven to be the most influential vice president in Ghana's history, having been selected as a running mate on 4 consecutive times: 2008, 2012, 2016, and 2020, and emerging as vice president in the last 2 presidential elections in 2016 and 2020 respectively. A starring role as the NPP's lead witness at the 2012 election petition at the Supreme Court is undoubtedly one of his highest points. Through his appearance at the Supreme Court, terms like pink sheet and